Did you make the right choice at the end of Phantom Liberty? That gut-wrenching decision leaves players reeling, and for good reason. We're diving deep into the emotional, complex, and utterly devastating conclusion of Cyberpunk 2077's latest expansion, dissecting every path and its lasting impact on V's journey. Let's break down what your ending truly means. It all comes down to this. After surviving the Blackwall-ravaged Sinusure facility in the mission somewhat damaged, you're faced with one final, impossible choice. Do you trust Solomon Reed, the loyal but rigid NUSA agent who promises a cure? Or do you stand by Songbird, the desperate netrunner whose life hangs by a thread? Handing Somi over to Reed feels like a betrayal, doesn't it? You see the life drained from her as she's taken away. Another pawn in a game far bigger than her. Reed, for his part, is a man shackled by his duty, but you can see the toll it takes on him. The weight of his promise to V is just as heavy as the burden of his loyalty to a government that sees people as assets. No matter what, V walks away from Dogtown with a heavy heart, but with a singular focus, the cure. The final steps toward that operating table feel like a march toward destiny, or perhaps a different kind of doom. Fast forward, the NUSA makes good on its promise. V is whisked away to a state-of-the-art clinic in Langley, a world away from the grit and grime of Night City. The environment is sterile, white, and cold. It's a place of healing, but it feels more like a prison. The procedure is a success, but it comes at a staggering cost. The biochip is neutralized, but so is the neural network that allowed V to use advanced cyberware. The most profound loss, however, is the silence. Johnny Silverhand is gone. For players who forged a bond with the Rockaboy rebel, his absence is a gaping wound. That voice, that constant companion, has been excised. V is cured of the relic, but in the process, they're stripped of the very thing that made them a Night City legend. They are no longer the cybernetically enhanced merc who could take on armies. They are just V normal. And in Night City, normal is a death sentence. 2 years pass in a coma. V finally wakes up and calls their friends, their family, only to find that the world didn't wait. Night City moved on. This is where the true heartbreak begins. You return to your old apartment, only to find it occupied by strangers. You meet with Victor, the Ripper Doc who was like a father figure, and he tells you the devastating truth. Your body can no longer handle combat implants. You're fragile, a glass cannon with no cannon. You try to reconnect with your love interest, be it Judy, Panam, River, or Carrie, and the conversations are filled with a painful distance. They have their own lives now. They express sympathy, even sadness, but the connection you once shared has frayed. You're a ghost haunting your own life story. The person they knew, the legendary Merc, is gone. You're just a face in the crowd, a nobody. This ending isn't a blaze of glory. It's a quiet, melancholic fade to black, watching the city you once conquered from the sidelines. But what if you had chosen differently? Let's rewind. What if you'd helped Songbird escape from the stadium? That path, the Killing Moon, is a frantic, high-stakes sprint to the stars. Helping her reach the lunar shuttle means betraying Reed directly, often leading to his death. It's a choice that cements your loyalty to Somi, but it also means giving up the NUSA's cure. V is left with the relic still ticking in their head, but they have saved a friend. They remain a legend, but their time is running out. Or what if you betrayed Songbird at the last moment, handing her over on the walkway? This earns you Reed's gratitude and the cure, but the guilt is immense. And then there's the option to let Songbird die back in Sinusure, a mercy kill that puts an end to her suffering. Each decision branches into a unique, emotionally charged outcome. Siding with Songbird gives V freedom but no future. Siding with Reed offers a future, but at the cost of V's identity. There are no easy answers, only different shades of tragedy. So what is the legacy of Phantom Liberty? It boils down to a single brutal theme: the cost of survival. In the world of Cyberpunk, nothing is free. Every choice requires a sacrifice. The so-called good ending, the one where V lives, feels arguably the most tragic. Is a long, quiet life of mediocrity worth giving up everything that made you you? V survives, but the legend dies. They become another face in the crowd. Another story swallowed by the neon jungle of Night City. The ending forces us to confront a deeply philosophical question. What does it truly mean to live? Is it the length of your life, or the impact you make with the time you have? Was V's cure worth the price of their soul? I'll leave you with that to ponder. Thank you so much for joining this deep dive into one of gaming's most unforgettable endings. If you enjoyed this analysis, please hit that like button, subscribe for more content, and let me know in the comments which ending you chose and why. I'd love to hear your thoughts. Until next time, stay safe in Night City.